Hey guys, Legomnews here, and welcome back to another video. And yes, I know I haven't uploaded in about a month, which sucks. But even though I haven't been uploading, I've still been working on things such as the Avengers trailer and customs, which I'm going to be talking about today. All the custom minifigures and showcases I have planned for the rest of the year, or hope to make for the rest of the year. You know, projects such as Deadpool and Wolverine, the Ultimates Project, Anakin and Ahsoka, and much more. So yeah, guys, with all that said, let's get started. So firstly, talk about the movie that everyone's just been pretty much just gushing about, Deadpool and Wolverine, which has already come out by the time of recording this video. And I know I didn't get the showcase on time, which I apologize for that. But, you know, these guys have just been taking so long, especially Wolverine. But as you can see from some progress photos, they're turning out pretty amazing and turning out exactly how I wanted them to look.
I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
Alright, so firstly, talking about Deadpool, you know, since I revealed him, and he's probably the simplest figure between him and Wolverine. And in terms of making him, it's actually been a pretty simple process, which is a bunch of 3D elements and mostly just painting, which is really not that hard. But I'll talk more about that in the showcase video. But overall, he's turning out pretty good so far. And I know a lot of you liked how he turned out, and I'm glad y'all liked him. And I can't wait for you guys to see the finished figure. But in terms of things I had to do to finish Deadpool, I had to finish painting the detail on his back. I had to finish painting his legs, which is not really going to be that complicated. I had to paint the detail on the current sword sheath. I had to make another sword sheath piece, but with the swords deployed, paint that. And yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be it for Deadpool. Nothing really that complicated. And just to point out, I unfortunately won't be having an unmasked version of Wade, since I really don't have like the right head, and also because I don't want to make my own. But I don't know. I'll maybe get like a burnt Anakin head from Bricklane at some point. But I don't know. Maybe someday.
Are you ready? Fuck yeah, I'm ready. I'm the Wolverine.
So since you guys have already seen the preview pic of Wolverine about last week, you can just tell that he's just turning out fantastic. And as you can see, I already did all the sculpting work for him, and I've just been painting him for over about a month now. And it's been going very well, and also kind of challenging at the same time, because yellow paint is just so thick to work with. And like, it's not really as hard to work with as like white paint, but it requires multiple coats and layers just to kind of like cover the entire thing, you know. But I'll talk more about that in the showcase video. But overall, Wolverine has been turning out really good, and better than I was expecting him to turn out, because like back in June, I pretty much spent about like the whole month trying to get all the reference I can get for him and carefully planning how I was going to do this figure. Kind of similar to the process I had with making Kang back in 2023. R.I.P.D. by the way. But overall, man, he's turning out to be the best figure I made this year, right next to Anakin. But in terms of things I have to do to finish him, I had to finish painting the legs, which I've just sucked paint, by the way. I had to paint all the detail on the back. I have to paint the hair and repaint the face. And I have to finish painting the sleeveless arms. But overall, yeah, it's not really on how much is left to do, but more about how long it takes me and if I have time to even finish Wolverine. And I also have been working on this guy for about 2 months now, so we'll see when I get him done. So there's still a lot of work left to do on these two lovebirds. And honestly, guys, I don't know if I'm going to get the showcase out by this month or maybe next month. I do want to get out by this month, because I do think I can definitely finish these figures by the end of the month and then shoot the showcase and get it out. I'm hoping I can do that, you know, but I'm not really going to promise anything. So yeah, let's just move on to the other figures. Now moving on to other customs, such as my Anakin and Ahsoka figures. Two figures I said I was going to be doing this year, and I'm almost done with Anakin. I just had to finish painting his legs and give him another coat of paint in some areas, but overall he's pretty much almost done. And I just want to thank YouTube for all the views and reception to Anakin's reveal. I know a lot of people did like that figure, but just, you know, it just reminds me on how much this algorithm sucks. Not just for me, but for other LEGO YouTubers, so that's just amazing. But seriously, YouTube, fix your algorithm. But enough of me rambling on about YouTube's crap algorithm. I unfortunately have yet to start on Ahsoka, since she's a lot more complex in terms of the face, and the Montrose and Leku piece, which is the piece that you're seeing right here, which is the only one I have, sadly, and I'm just kind of concerned on how I'm going to go about making her, since I do have to use white paint, which I mentioned before in the past, it is very hard to work with. It's just such a huge pain. And I also do have to use some other thicker and clunkier paints as well. So I may have her done before the end of the year, and I did post on my community tab post if I should showcase Anakin alone or showcase him and Ahsoka together, since it makes the most sense. And a lot of you did choose for me to showcase them together, but it's looking like that they may have to be separate showcases, unfortunately. But that's pretty much going to be it for both Anakin and Ahsoka, and I do hope to start on Ahsoka very soon. Now, in terms of Marvel figs, I have been making some half customs and full-blown customs for characters such as America Chavez and Iron Patriot, which are going to be half customs, and I already did some work on those two recently. And I do want to talk about that Immortus fig I posted back in March, which was a half custom, by the way, and which now that figure is now pointless due to what Marvel announced back in San Diego Comic-Con, with RDJ coming back as Doctor Doom and Avengers Doomsday. So the existence of that figure is now useless, but it's still a good figure, to be honest with you. And I'm already working on a new Doctor Doom half custom, so that's that. But for the other half customs I'm making are Clea from Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Namor from Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and I am planning to start on those two very soon. And for full-blown customs, Cassie Lang from Quantumania, and Silver from Loki Season 2, which those two figures are actually figures I haven't done crap on since like March, and I have not done, and I started on Sylvie back in October, which just makes things worse. But I am making all these characters for my Avengers trailer, which by the time I'm recording this segment of the video, I started animating back in July, but then the Doctor Doom announcement came, so now I'm reworking it for it to be Doomsday, and I have no idea when I'm going to get that out, being completely honest with you. I seriously have no idea when I'm going to get that video out, or trailer, or whatever, out. So, yeah, there's that. So, once again, thanks, Marvel, but yeah, I think that's going to be it for the Marvel figs I have planned, and I am going to hopefully get done by the end of the year. Alright, now, my biggest project, the Ultimates project, which I announced back in February. But just so you're not aware of this project, these characters are pretty much my own superheroes that I created minus one. But that's just a reminder of what this project is about. And this is pretty much a passion project that I've been wanting to do since like 2021. So there's that. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I haven't even started on this thing, which sucks. But 2024 really hasn't been like the year I wanted it to be for the channel or for customs, unfortunately. And I've been very inconsistent for a while now. And by now, I would have already done like the first showcase, which included Speed Portal, Hurricane, and Rocket Hammer. But I haven't even started on those guys. But I did draw up the design for Speed Portal. But just a reminder, this is just a concept design that will probably not be the final design I go with. But overall, here's the pick. So yeah, some of you might say it looks like Kid Danger from like that one Nickelodeon show from like 2014 or whatever. But this is just a concept which I'm going to redo, and I'm not drawing the designs for your characters, unfortunately. And this project maybe one I do throughout multiple years, or who knows, or maybe like 2025, I'll have this project done. But I'm not really going to promise anything. I'm just going to try to make time for this project, and since this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time now, so I'm going to try to put in as much time as I can to this project, because this is just a project I've been wanting to do for so long now. But overall, guys, that's pretty much going to be it in terms of custom updates. I still do plan making figures for Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which is my most anticipated movie of the year. And the figures I do plan making for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 are going to be Sonic the Hedgehog, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Dr. Robotnik. I may want to make Maria when by the time the movie comes out, but I don't know. But overall, those are going to be like the 5 main figures I'm going to be making for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And I hope I can get that showcase out for like the release of the movie. And also, by the way, where's that trailer, Paramount? Like, we have been waiting like an eternity for this thing, so where is it? Alright, so I think that's all I have to say for this video. I'm gonna get back to work on Deadpool and Wolverine today, so I can get that showcase out by at least the end of the month, or early September at the latest. And continue to work on some of those other Marvel figs, and both Anakin and Ahsoka, and continuously work on the Avengers trailer, which I was actually just working on recently. So, there's that. And if you notice that this video was a lot better in terms of the editing and the way I've been explaining everything, that's because I did finally write a proper script for this video, which I'm going to start doing more moving forward, since instead of constantly, winging it every time. So yeah, guys, if you like the video and like the kind of content that I make sure to hit that like button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of the upcoming showcase videos, reactions, and figure reveals, and animations that will be coming out very soon, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos and custom updates in the future. And that also does help the channel a lot, so I'll really appreciate that. And since I'm going to be trying to be a lot more consistent moving forward and trying to keep more of a balance with other things as well. So yeah, guys, I'll see you all later. And this is Legomnews. Sign out. Have a great day, everyone.